Hello, hello. Morning, day. Going. We're back for Friday. Last day of working before the weekend here. We're working on our little sea monster creature. I'm reasonably pleased with. You can see him here. We need to hook up his head to the animation sequence and orchestrate give him a little state system of some kind, or even just a series of timers. So he goes through a certain behavior thing. Had the idea, Cubus probably had the idea yesterday of having the tentacles be low until a ship comes over. Then we raise everything up. Maybe it just runs the blinking animation. It just blinks, its tentacles are low, and the ship enters its area. Maybe it enters an outer area, and the sea monster goes into like an active mode. And then after some certain amount of time, it gets sleepy, kind of descends back into the waves. At least the Y sorting works. No collisions set up for them yet. That could be fun. So yeah, that's probably all we're going to work on today is implementing our little sea monster. But it's cool. They're kind of the last really thing the last new thing we're going to be implementing. I think I might want to... Did I move something just now? I did. I think I might want to widen the underwater portion of the mask. So, step one is to give the sea monster a script, and we'll move the functionality from each of these individual tentacles back into the sea monster, like the overall sea monster script. Don't need a timer anymore. You can disconnect this timer. Disconnect it, delete it. Move some of these scripts. Hey, Otagon. How's it going?
Yo.
We're implementing this little sea monster creature. He was animating, and then I just broke him just now, I think, so... Oh, no, there he goes. I need to hook up the head. We need to... Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff we need to do, but... I'm rather... reasonably pleased with this. I wonder if it'd be funny if you could, like... summon a storm under him, and it would, like, force him down for a second. I don't know. Maybe not. So we're moving stuff around. So we're not going to... For tentacle and tentacles get children, we need tentacle... variable arm is tentacle dot get child get node add the arm. Temporarily move him to a spot with wind. Oh, that could be fun too. So it's just something that'll exist in the world. I think it'll be a sort of, we're gonna set it up so he kind of like bubbles up, hangs out for a bit, and threatens one spot, and then kind of descends back, and then reappears somewhere else a little later. So we'll have, so it'll kind of be a, you know, a semi-random obstacle that appears and disappears at intervals. Probably the last new thing we add. I'm very much ready to move on. But we've said we were going to put one of these things in here for a long time, so I feel like I need to. And I'm pretty pleased with how they've turned out so far. We have some animations set up that we need to hook up. Different animations for him. Like the sleepy one. Anyway, how's it going with you? Ready for the weekend? So tentacle arm.append. So we're adding the arm to this tentacle array so that we can add 16, extent 16. Make this a float. Can't do that part easily. Variable arm position anchor. Just be a vector 2. It'll be a vector 2. It could just be an... Yeah, it could just be a float. A single float. Doing more work on your overlay, currently filling your music system with more music. Where are you getting your music from? Is it just like Twitch safe music? Is it also YouTube safe? I am very not... I wouldn't say very. I am moderately unhappy with Pretzel Rocks. Benefit of which is that it's safe for both Twitch and YouTube. So I can just upload the whole VOD without having to worry about, you know, cutting out audio inputs and stuff. Audio sources, which at the moment I can't do because it's all coming in from one source. Itch.io, open game art, your own stuff. All CC0, CCBY. Okay, so you're like building up a playlist. That's probably the way to do it. And arm.position.x. Currently have 6 hours of music. Yeah. That's my problem is, like, I'm playing a radio station that technically has 48, or it has, this specific station has like 42 hours of music or something like that. Swear I hear the same songs every day. Which I know is like the way that, you know, randomness works, but... So I guess that wouldn't help, but I don't know, maybe randomness isn't that bad. I mean, what, like 90% of the time Thor is just playing like the Heartbound soundtrack for like 8 hours. Like no one seems to mind that, so I don't know, maybe you don't need that much audio. If everyone's just happy. Either way. Okay, so we'll add that stuff, and then we will do this stuff. Get the arm going. Oh. Animating. So then every frame we will do this. Say 4. Arm. Tentacle. Arm in tentacle array. That doesn't totally... I'm just going to forget this whole default position X thing. We were trying to wiggle the arm around horizontally, but I'm not going to even worry about that anymore. I'm just going to say wiggle arm. Position.x. Let's call it arm. Go back to having a short name. Target position not declared. That's fine. Where do I initialize target position? Oh, I do it here. Or do I do it the first time? That's my question. Oh, I don't. Okay, that's weird. Might buy the Heartbound OST since he allows it to be played in streams. Yeah, you should. I think the Dwarf Fortress one may be the same. Because Jackie plays the Dwarf Fortress one all the time. And that OST is a banger. That one is good. When that tavern music drops. Let's define the target position. Usually video game music isn't licensed to be played in streams. Game devs don't care enough. Yeah, that's probably what it is, but I don't know. Yeah, I would definitely look into it before doing anything. That's a good idea. What kind of new features do you got for your overlay, though? I'm just curious, because I have no overlay. I really want to add the viewer overlay where, like, a little stream avatar, just have them be little ships sailing around at the bottom of the screen. I don't want to do too much, because I don't want to, like, have to do the thing where the game engine window is, like, a smaller window within the stream window. But I think it would be fun to have the viewers being able to sail around on little ships. I mean, they obviously couldn't do it but themselves, but I gotta look into that stream avatars thing. Seems fun. What else do I need? I probably need to attach the script from the tentacles. See if the behavior is the same. Sanity check here. I don't love that they all start by heading to the same position. Oh my god. Why do they all have the same target? Why are they all moving together? What did I do? Showing emotes from channels you wishlist. Cool. Music system, mini games, timer, event alerts, follows, etc. I need event alerts. For sure. Not all complete yet. Also have sound effects channel points redeems. That's cool too. I was nervous about having like text to speech or anything like that, but I think I'll probably end up just doing that anyway. People love being able to turn their chat text into speech. Doesn't really matter for me. I have one viewer, typically. I have between 1 and like 3 viewers. Maybe 4 towards the end of the stream. So, it doesn't really matter for me, but I am trying to think about that stuff for the future. So what is our problem? Oh, we only have 1 target position. Okay. Yeah, that's not right. The simplest thing to do would be to just have values on the tentacles themselves. Put the tentacle script back on, but just as a data holder. Probably what I'll do. Get rid of all this. All of this. You're just going to hold some data for me. Alright, so that should work now. Oh, not arm. I see. So we do need this. Fine. So we'll just add, we append tentacle itself. Hey, Cubus. How's it going? How's your week been? Sorting out when I'm referring to the tentacle itself and when I'm referring to the tentacle arm. Should be fine now. We're still working on our sea monster. We moved all the logic to just a central script on the sea monster because we also want to coordinate the movement of the head with the tentacles. Seems to be working as intended. I do like your idea of having the creature more submerged in the water until a ship comes nearby, and then it will like activate. So we'll probably give it like a bigger collision shape, and we'll have two different animation states for it, like active or inactive. We have ads, so I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break here, eat some of the rest of my breakfast, and we'll come back and we'll keep working on our sea monster. I'm enjoying it. All right, I'm back. All right, so we got the tentacles working. Now we need to get the head animating. And also moving. Oops. So what's the maximum motion of the head? So it depends on how big we have this subterranean. I want to change this mask a little bit. I want to widen the transparent area of it. I want to see more of the sea monster when it's underwater. I think that'll look better. Means we probably want the sea monster to be like that. I don't know if I... Oh, no, I think I like that. See that? Let's see that against the water. A little weird because of the way the particle effects stack up against it, but so maybe we don't... No, I like it. We probably want it to be more gradual is probably what we want it to be. Right now, it's just kind of a solid change. Which makes sense, it's water, but I think we want it to change a little more. I think we want it to get, you know, more and more transparent instead of just this hard line here. That could be cool. Let's try that. Let's say, so let's get rid of this. Oop. Let's do this the smart way. We'll have one that's like mostly opaque. What do these look like? Oh, they aren't. Okay, never mind. And then let's have one down here that's like mostly transparent. So let's do the same thing here. See how we like that. We need to move the tentacles down a little bit. Now I can see them a little bit. not the whole thing. I need to do it here. There we go. Now the tentacle extent has changed. 18. Community.asprite.howtoeasygradient. Why don't you let me just do things the hard way? Okay, I like that. I like it for the tentacles. I don't like it as much for the head. I like the way the tentacles kind of gradually disappear beneath the waves. Let's see this. Check out this virus that Cubus linked us to. What did I just close? Oh. I don't understand how you can just so easily click through the top of the Godot window. Like, been a problem for me. All right. So this is interesting. I'll bookmark this and I'm going to look at this. That seems useful. Yeah, I think the head one should just be 1 pixel at a time. I think the 2 pixel blocks for the head. I think the 2 pixel blocks for the arms seems, for whatever reason, looks good. And then for the head, it does not, in my mind. Which is easy to fix. I think I also want to move it down a little bit. Just move the whole thing down. Let's just squish them. Let's just work. Did that do what I wanted it to? Yeah, it did. And then let's add one more very pale strip. I will like this a little bit better. Yeah, I like that better for the head. I think the last one needs to be more transparent since the cutoff. Yeah. I just added another one that was 30, 32. I think that's better. I might even add a 32 for the tentacle arm, or 31 or whatever. I added one last transparent step. Let's add the same thing here. Why not? I think that's better. It goes 191, 127, 63, 30, 31, or 6, yeah, whatever. Nice soft cutoff. We have a problem again with the tentacles being a little too high up now. And they're fully submerged there. That's good. But now we need to change the extent to 20. Tentacles are coming out of the water too much, but that's fine. We can fix that. Oh, I forgot to change it on the initial one. Just make a function. Not repeat ourselves. Function. Get new target position. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh yeah, it does. We can just say... we can say position X. Return 2. I'll just return this. Oh, returns vector 2, not void. So used to writing void. Okay, cool. Time to add a little subtle horizontal movement to the tentacles as well. I think that looks fun. Let's get the head hooked up. I want to see some life from that sea monster head. See some looking around, some blinking. But does animated sprite 2D have some animation finished? It does. It has an animation finished. Hook up our animation finished. So we'll use this to trigger a new one. So can I scrutinize the animation? What animation we're currently on? Even when it's finished? Yeah, seems like it. can say, so when the animation finishes, we can ask which animation it was. You can also add I want to add like an agitated state that we will hook up to. We'll give it a collider. Give it a couple of colliders. Give it one collider, which is like its proximity where it gets agitated. And we'll add another one, which is the shape where it actually like destroys whatever gets near it. Alert proximity. I don't know. Proximity alert. A circle. We'll say like this. Is this like about 50? I'll add another one. Why are you upset with me? Oh, Sea Monster's not an area 2D? That's wrong. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to... Oh, I crashed the engine. Normally, I just make the root the area, but I actually don't want to do that here, I think. Because I want two different areas, I think. Yeah, so you're still a node 2D, and you didn't save any of what I did. Perfect. We will add an area. Call it agitated area. Make another area. Call it, I don't know, destructive area. Destructive range. Call this personal space. I don't know. How about alert area and attack area? I like that. Okay. So it's alert. It'll alert us within around 50, something like that. Is there a way to see how big this is? Okay, it is. Great. 50 pixels. And then its attack range will be less than that. It'll be like 25. Something like that. Now we can hook up these areas. So we can say on alert area entered. Connect. also say on alert area exited. By far the most like complex NPC we're implementing for this game. And then attack area entered. I don't think we actually need a attack area exited. Nothing survives contact with this ship or with this sea monster. Hey, Kubi Man. It's good. It's good. We're almost done. We're implementing a little fun little sea monster creature. Kind of comes up and like eats ships every once in a while. Kind of implementing one fun new feature before we kind of just wrap this up, hopefully. Not quite done with them yet. What have you been? Have you been working on the that Family Jam game you made that you thought had some pretty good potential? It seemed cool. So we got to get the head animating, and we got to get this alert system and attack system working. I don't need to see that anymore. By far the most complicated thing in this game. Of course, I decided to do it last. All right. So when the alert area entered, we're gonna trigger its agitated state. Agitated state equals true. Just like, this doesn't even qualify as like a state machine. It's just either going to be agitated or not agitated, and we'll just have two different animation and movement patterns, depending. A little, mostly working on Linksider recently. Oh, nice. Yeah, that makes sense. I want to get back to my main project. I'm like... ready to be done. It's been like 6 weeks since, it's probably been more than 6 weeks, but it's been like a month and a half since the jam, and I'm still messing around with this game, and I just need to put it down. It's been really fun. It's been a good little project. I'll be glad to have a nice little finished Godot game up on itch, since I don't have any. But yeah, I'm very much ready to be done with this. I never put it down. I know I could have put it down and went back to my game and then picked it up again, but I like didn't think that was going to happen for me. I was worried that if I put this game down, I would just never touch it ever again. Okay, let's move the head down to its correct default position, which is going to be... What is that? -10? Okay. And then its maximum position, just for my own knowledge here, -6. So 10 to -6. Okay. Let's change this to say ARM EXT. So we know what we're talking about. Agitate machine. Ready for vacation. Ugh. Not even. I'm like ready to just be working on something else. I had like plans and schedules for my main game, and I've like destroyed all of it because I was like, you know, it'd be good to work on a short game. Make a short game, finish it. Put it out there. Derailed all of my plans. And then it'll happen again. It'll happen again in October, because I definitely plan on doing the next one in October. But we'll see. Maybe I make some piece of shit in the next jam and I just drop it after the jam. I'm just like done with it. I just want to practice finishing games. Like everyone has tons of experience starting games, right? Like people usually have a disproportionate amount of experience starting something and usually not as much experience finishing things. So I felt personally that I really needed to build up my experience finishing stuff. I thought that was more important. All right. Is that all we want to do when something enters and exits? We just change the agitated state? Yeah, because we probably want whatever animation is playing to finish. And so when head animation finishes, I guess when we're doing this tentacle thing, we say if tentacle arm position is equal approximately tentacle target position. So if we've reached the target, then let's just get a new target and let's Oh, we need to change this to say get arm target position. And we'll put the logic in here. If agitated state probably want the agitated state to affect how we do this lerp as well, maybe? Maybe not. Or agitated state would be 2, and then non-agitated state might be 4 or 8. Having experience starting is also good, though. No, it is. It is. But that's like the fun part, right? That's the part where it's like you have the maximum motivation, the maximum excitement, all this ideation. I think the slog in the middle is like really hard, but I guess everyone has tons of experience with like the content slog in the middle of making a game. And at least for me personally, I kind of burn out usually before I ever finish anything. Somewhere in that content slog. I know there's plenty of memes about that. So if the agitated state enters, we'll animate our arm. We'll pick different target positions for our arm animations, and we need something for the head animation too. So when the head animation is finished, we can pick a new head target. So we can say if, well, let's say, do we care what the last animation state was? Probably not. I'm gonna have one more bool here, which is gonna be like, or maybe it's not. Maybe we'll say something like this, like variable active lifetime. Say time remaining. I want to have a timer basically. Or no, I'll just use a timer. Why am I doing anything except a timer? So let's add a timer to the head. And that's just going to be its lifetime timer. So we'll give it like maybe 10 seconds, maybe. We'll hook this up. So when the timer runs out, that'll be when it's time for the sea monster to get sleepy and start to like submerge between the waves. We have a lot of state changes here, handled by signals, which I love. I like signals. Right, agitated state, handle attack, I guess. How are we doing the lightning attack? Let's just grab the way we handle the lightning attack. Strike controller. Let's just do it like the way we do it there. We'll do this because I like the strike controller. It awaits some time and then it kills the thing that hit it, which I like. So that stuff doesn't instantly get killed as soon as it enters the area. It's a little awkward when it clips. Like if it clips through narrowly. But I still like it. I still like doing it that way. So let's say, so fading out is not the right thing. So maybe we say like submerging. Like if we're submerging, we'll have that be our state. For when we're like descending back into the sea and we're kind of done. Not submerging. Let's reverse this just to make it easier to read. If area has method and not submerging. Self.submerging. And we're not submerging. And if the other area is collidable, which it should be, then we'll make a timer and we'll destroy it. So that's the attack. The attack should just work now. Not merging, yeah. So on timer timeout, the only thing is that I want to wait for the animation to finish. So if this timer times out and we're in the middle of our active agitated animation, I want to let that finish before we start submerging. Okay, so we're going to add another state. We're going to add sleepy time, which will be our in-between state, because we want to play that fun. We want to play this stupid little... This creature's getting sleepy animation. And then it will submerge once it's fallen asleep. We'll do that. When the timer times out, sleepy time is true. And when the head animation finishes, we'll say if not sleepy time, we'll say if not agitated state. So if it's not sleepy time and we're not in an agitated state, we'll probably just blink. We should probably wait an arbitrary amount of time and then blink. Is probably what we should do. We'll use the same thing. We'll use the await get tree create timer. And we'll have a rand rand f range from maybe 2 to 4 seconds. I think we need a longer lifespan timer than 10 seconds. Maybe we'll say 20 seconds. Say head dot play blink. But if we are in an agitated state, we want to play search. We want head.play search. Call it search or searching? Search. Blink, search, and sleepy. Once we start playing sleepy, actually we'll say if it is sleepy time, and if head dot animation is equal to sleepy, that's what it does, right? It compares a get a string back, right? Yeah, okay. So if we've already played the sleepy animation, this is when submerging becomes true. Else. Otherwise, we'll play sleepy now. Okay, super simple, should handle the 3 animation states that we want to switch between. I actually want maybe less. 1 to 3. Okay, let's do that. Let's do just that. Make the sleepy timer less so that we can test it. Then we'll worry about moving the sea monster. Need to move the head up, so we need to say something like head target. Head target position is get head target position X. Float. We don't need to feed anything into this one. You can say return. Let's do something similar to what we have here. We'll say if the agitated state dot position dot X. We're not using the arm extent. We're going to use the head max and the head min. Oh, we're not moving it. No, we're setting it. I need to pick a better minimum for the motion here. What's a good minimum? Like this, maybe? Probably don't want lower than this, whatever this is. 1. We want it to be 0 between 0 and the max. Oh, let's do that. Say 0 here. Because I don't mind if the tentacles submerge under the water during the animations, but I want the head to be visible like at all times. So we can say, basically take this head dot position dot is equal approximately to head target position why is it there? Head is moving, and it is moving very low. There we go. Not animating. Positioning seems off for all of these. I don't know why. So if it's not the agitated state, negative arm extent divided by 8. That one seems fine. Why is this so weird? Like, okay, so what is 20 divided by 8 for one thing? 2.5. So in theory, should never get higher than 2.5. Oh, I guess that is 2.5, huh? So 0 maybe, then 10 for the other. Okay, so we'll say 0 for this, and then we'll say arm extent divided by 2. Or no, it's the other way around. So No, that's right. Having my typical, my everyday, the enemy's gate is down issue with the Godot Y coordinate system. So if we are in an agitated state, yeah, we want that. Want that to be the minimum. That's fine. Okay, that should work for the arms, and then we're having an issue here with the head, which is that the head is never higher than 0. That's definitely wrong. Okay. Oh, the max is 0. Yeah. The enemy's gate is down. In. Yeah, we want it traveling between the minimum and 0. I don't love that. How that works. If we're agitated, though, we actually don't really want it moving at all, do we? We want it to just be... just say admin. I don't know. If we're agitated, we're going to stop bobbing up and down. That's what we're going to say here. All right, let's see. Let's see if that worked. We get some good behavior. Okay, there it is. Something? Are we in an agitated state right now? Just because something is like hitting our sea monster? Look at the remote tree. Agitated state on, sleepy time on, merging off. Okay. No animation seemed to be happening for any of that. I'm kind of annoyed at that. Let's turn... just not have our timer be auto start for a moment. And we need to add some logic to our triggers here. Alert area entered. Yeah, we need to add this conditional. Basically want to know if the area that is colliding with us is a ship or not. If it's not, we don't want to do anything. Pretty sure at the moment the only people that have the crash function are ships. That should work. Okay, that's better in terms of the tentacle positions. Little creature's not animating, which is upsetting to me. Oh, because animation never finishes. So we never actually start this process. We need to just play an animation when we start. So we can start the loop. Work now. We need to get like a ship over its area. Let's try to get this ship nearby so we can get it into an agitated state here. See what that does. Now it's searching around. Then it died. Okay, maybe we don't love that. Maybe we need the collision area to be shorter. Kinda worked. Kinda worked. I think the blink animation is too slow. Make it like 6 FPS. Let's do a couple of things. Let's make the alert range maybe even bigger, like quite a bit bigger. Let's make the attack range quite a bit smaller. Let's make the delay on destroying a target shorter. Okay, let's head over this way. Okay, now he's searching. Tentacles should be... Well, they should be doing something. They aren't really. Okay, it's kind of working. Yeah, I don't think raising the tentacles makes a lot of sense. We just tighten up the range. We just need to move all of them. Move the whole range up, maybe. You could also change the speed scale. Change the arm speed scale when that happens, maybe. Let's reduce the amount that the arms sink into the sea. They're in an agitated state, so that all the tentacles will just come up. Because right now he's kind of chilling. Alright, this ship is coming in at a pretty good angle. It will probably trigger the search pattern. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, it did. So the tentacles are coming up. I beached the ship again. I'm gonna try to get the sea monster to go back into its sleepy time. Not sleepy time, but, you know, its non-searching mode. If I can get these ships out of here. Okay, now it's back into just chilling. I think I need to tighten up the particle effects a little bit. They're a little too far. Okay. I'm reasonably happy with that. I think this is alert range is too far. Get like 80. Probably more reasonable. And the bubbling surf, I think, needs to come in a little bit. Make it sphere at 20, maybe. That way, it pretty much overlaps the... Maybe we try sphere surface again? That looks more even. That's kind of what I want. Try that. That's too tight. Let's see what that looks like. It's a little too clean, the sphere surface. It doesn't have quite enough going on in the middle. I feel like the regular sphere has too much going on in the middle. That's the problem. But I guess that's going to be the best we can do. Fine. It's fine. But if we do sphere, I think we want 20, not 16. Here we go. There we go. Maybe we want just more particles. I don't think so, but we can try it. I think that's like too much going on, but it is more consistent, I guess, now, which is good. There's only one of these at a time, so I guess I don't really care about the performance implications. Okay, yeah, I like that. I think that's reasonable. I think I want the head to be lower when it's in peaceful mode. Because it rises up more when it's in alert mode. Let's see it in alert mode and see the difference. No, it didn't really raise its head up as much as I was hoping it would. Or maybe it didn't reach its new target. I think this is like too much in the water. Kind of doing some pretty minor adjustments at this point, but I'm okay with that. Kind of where we're at. So I like its resting state. Now that we've kind of sunk it down a little bit. Could, in theory, move its head occasionally. Not really, but should occasionally. Okay. Is it in search mode now? No. It just moved its head a little bit. That's good. Let's get a ship over here. You're the chosen one. Go agitate the sea monster. Okay, yeah, he's agitated. He's rising up out of the water. I like that. Let's have him. Let's see what happens when he just kills this thing. Pop. Got him. Now are you going to go back to sleepy mode? Yeah, you did. Okay, cool. Not sleepy mode, but, you know, non-agitated mode. Alright, that works. I think that's pretty good. I think we just need his lifetime. We now just need to finish the lifetime cycle. Oh, now he's alert again. Ship is passing by. Rises out of the water. Ready to just bap some ships. Now he's going back down. Pretty cool. Gonna come back up. Hey, Robotech. How's it going? Going well. We've implemented a little sea monster. It's kind of just tormenting our little ships. Finishing up his implementation. It's going to be like a little temporary obstacle that pops up now and again. Kind of a little menace here. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying how he just gets this like ring of shipwrecks around him. Is that ship going to get destroyed, or does it make it past? No, it didn't make it past. We maybe want to tighten up the collision a little bit. How's your stuff going? Are you still working on your jam game, too? I'm ready to be done with my jam game, but we're almost there, I feel. What is this attack range? 20? It's 16. Tighten it up a little bit. Just so we deal with oblique connections where it really feels like the ship just squeaked by. Similarly, let's maybe tighten up the alert. I'm pretty happy with that. Now we just need to do the lifetime stuff. Oh god, I hate scrolling. When you're scrolling in and out and you accidentally hit the scroll wheel at the bottom. Bane of my existence here. Alright, so what are we doing now? We're going to turn this timer back on. Is it going to move around? No, it's gonna rise up. It's gonna rise up, chill for a while, get sleepy, submerge back down, and then reappear somewhere else later. So it'll be kind of it will be a moving obstacle, but it's not gonna like physically roam the seas. I'm thinking of it as like an island that moves. That like reappears. It disappears and then reappears. It would have been fun to have like an island on the back of a sea turtle swimming around or something like that. That would have been a fun obstacle too. Still working on it. You so want to be done. You wish you made a small game. Yeah, that's what it's gonna do. Yeah, I'm feeling the same way. It's been like what, like 6 weeks since Ludum Dare for me, and I'm still working on this thing. I feel like I'm almost done. This is the last, like, brand new thing we're going to add to this game. Everything else is just going to be some more audio tracks, maybe some slight refinements to the art in the islands. I have a few ideas. I want to make the islands a little less identical. Make maybe a little bit more variety to at least the island shape. But yeah, I really want to be... I'm giving myself the next 2 weeks to finish this. I'm going to say by like mid-June, because mid-June will be the 2-month mark. And I really don't want to put more than 2 months into this thing. So I'm giving myself basically 2 more weeks to work on it. And then I'm just going to say, it's done. Put it on itch. Be happy. Be happy with the experience and move on. So what am I doing now? I am handling the submerging. So submerging, if submerging is true. So the submerging should cause the sleepy timer to go off, and then we need something in here that basically sets new targets for everything. So we should say, if agitated state, we should say LF sleepy time. So if it's sleepy time, then we're going to return. We will just sink everything into the sea. Once the and then the head animation will play. Oh, this is the head target position. No, we want to say if submerging. We want to set head max, I guess. Yeah, the game did look pretty big though. It's kind of partly why I prefer like top down or like isometric stuff. As soon as you get side on or more like a more open camera, there's so much like background art and like stuff going on that you got to figure out. You're looking at an easy 6 months. Oh man. Well, I mean, I just want to get back to my multi-year project, which I'm excited to work on it, and then probably around October I'll be tired of it again, which is great because that's the next Ludum Dare, and then I can do this again. I can switch. I think switching between projects is healthy. I've often been like a one major project for like long periods of time kind of dev, and it is hard to stay in like a good headspace for more than a few months on a game. I don't know how people do the thing where they're like working on a game for like 7 years or something like that. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm handling the submerging. So sleepy time is true. Sleepy time only affects the head animation system. And then once the head animation is done playing its sleepy, then submerging will begin. Maybe what we need to do is try to get all of the tentacles to descend. Our problem is that we need a system that gets all of the tentacles and the head of the sea monster to submerge, and then we need to like... I don't think we can just say, you know, stop emitting for this thing. We can't just say emitting. Oh, maybe we can just turn emitting off. And then we need to turn emitting off. And then we need to basically wait a time and then queue free. We just like want to avoid a sudden transition. So I'm not quite sure how we're going to handle that exactly. We can use head animation finishing as a guide, but the problem is the tentacles kind of have a mind of their own. We basically need a checklist of some kind. I guess we need a dictionary. Maybe. We put all the tentacles in there and then we have them sign off. Or delete themselves or something. And then once we know they've all submerged, then we can turn the bubble, the ocean spray kind of bubble thing. Oh, Robotech, you feel that? It's your first ever idea. Your chat gave me a second, but that isn't for a while. You need a robot built for your sanity. Yeah. No, I get that. I mean, I have worked on my main project for years, but it's been in like different guises. Like it's been like they've been like substantially different games. Like but in my mind they've been kind of the same. There's been like a through line where I like work on a prototype, it doesn't work out, so I like reboot it as another prototype. And I did that in Unity for a few years, and then I switched to Godot, and I was like, well, time to try something else and to do it completely from scratch in a new engine. So like I end up moving around in terms of ideas, but I do feel like there's a through line between all of them. Okay, I have to decide. We're almost out of time. I have to decide how I'm going to do this. So we set arm target position like this. So we can say, so if agitated state, we'll do this. And then we can say, elif sleepy time. We'll do something else, which is just basically submerging them. And it's not going to be random. It's going to be arm extent. So we can hope that this buys us enough time. I think what we need to do is we need to change these targets from being a float to integers so that we can more easily, because I feel like we're having some issues with the is equal approximately. Where like we've basically achieved the position using lerp, and then we're taking some sweet time before registering it for some reason. So we might need to do something like that. So yeah, so the arms, once we hit sleepy time, they'll start going down. But the head, we want to wait. The sea monster's head, because it has a sweet little sleepy time animation, we want to wait until we've finished that and we're now submerging, and then we will descend that into the sea. And then here, we're going to say submerging is true. And when submerging is true, now we can probably, let's grab our animation. Let's grab our bubbling surf. Or let's grab our particle thing, bubbling surf. And we'll say bubbling surf dot emitting is false. Changing the emitting amount resets it, but I don't think turning off emitting will just cause each existing particle to play out and no new particles to spawn, and I think that's what we want. Okay, so we have a 10-second lifetime timer right now. So let's just see what that looks like. After about 10 seconds, it should play a little animation. The arm should go down, and then the head should go down. The particle should stop. Problem is then we need... I guess we'll start one more timer. We'll try to figure out how... Oh yeah, he's sleepy now. There he goes. You can see him. He's getting sleepy. Now he's kind of going down. Nope, he's not doing it yet. There he goes. Okay, that actually kind of worked out. That actually kind of was basically what I wanted. That might have been random chance. Let's see that do that one more time. Because that one tentacle that was hanging in the air, that's what I'm kind of worried about. I'm worried about a tentacle being in the middle of a move and not updating itself. So normally it blinks like this if it's not alert, and now it's getting sleepy. Tentacles start going down. I think the animation is long enough. Okay, I think that approximately works out. I actually think it's okay if it's a little messy. But then we do need to queue free. And we should probably just have a timer. We should probably just make a timer that does that. Let's make a 10-second timer. And we'll just queue free. All right, let's make sure that doesn't cause any interruption. Now we need a system for spawning this. And keeping track of like whether one exists or not. Okay, now we're getting sleepy. Bubbles will start to go away. Head will sink into the sea. And then it should just queue free itself. Gotta lurk and get back to work. No worries. Thanks for hanging out. Good luck on your jam project. I know it's a slog, but I think you're doing good work. I'm ready for the weekend, I'll tell you that. I know last weekend was like a long holiday weekend, at least in the States. But there's always so much work when you get back. I need to use a weight more. I don't really use a weight enough. Weight is dope. The await timer combo is like really great. For stuff that would otherwise be like really annoying conditional checks somewhere else. Yeah, I think we're pretty happy with this creature. How are we going to respawn it? I guess there will be a manager, like a sea monster manager. I guess it could count its children every frame. And if its child count got to 0, it could spawn a new one. I think that's reasonable. Maybe we'll have this be 30 seconds. This is something I don't really want to set up until we finish the level design. I guess I should just set it up now. What we are going to want... Oh, the child count thing isn't going to really work, is it? Because we'll need, like, spawn markers. And the spawn markers will be its children. Kind of messy. We'll have to think about that. Monster manager. I'll give you a script. Probably need to set the monster manager up later. We could set up... Why are you just a node? Oh, because it doesn't matter. Right. We'll add a node. Spawn markers. Okay, we'll need to set up some markers. We'll need to pick some spawn points. Or we can spawn the sea monster. Oh, not there. There. Spawn markers. I guess we can emit a signal when we queue free. And that'll trigger a timer on the monster manager that causes them to spawn another one after some period of time. That's probably what we'll do. So let's say, or is that even just a default like signal? Tree exiting. Tree exited? Yeah, we could just have that. We could just hook, well, yeah. When the monster manager spawns a sea monster, it can connect to the sea monster's tree exited or tree exiting, whichever one, signal. And it can just use that. Exited. Emitted after the node exits the tree and is no longer active. Emitted when the node is still active but about to exit the tree. This is the right place for deinitialization, or a destructor, if you will. Oh, that's cool. So I could still reference the thing, but I know it's on the way out. Man, Godot is so good. Yeah, we'll probably use tree exited. We just need to drop some markers around the map. Where do we want some spawn points? Maybe like here. Maybe like over here. I don't want to totally block an area with the sea monster. I just want to like add a bit of an obstacle. We'll put one spawn point in each quadrant for now. That'll be enough. Unfortunately, I'm about out of time. Gotta run. I've got a work meeting shortly after 10. 9:55. I need to stream earlier. I'm trying to get myself to stream a little earlier. I know most people don't show up until later, but I'm trying to stream a little earlier because I want to stream for at least 2 hours at a time. But I want to leave enough time at the end for like a raid, for us to raid and like hang out with someone. But I have not been doing that lately, and not happy about that. So yeah, we probably won't raid anybody today, but I'm hoping I'll be able to start a little earlier and we can have time for that next time. I'm pretty pleased with our sea monster, though. I think he's stupid, but funny. Maybe I should change the speed scale of the tentacle every time it gets a new target, instead of having it just be the same. I think that could be fun. Oh, he's getting sleepy. Now he's going. He's waving by. Oh. And now he's gone. I love that. I'm very pleased with that. All right, now I've also got to wave bye, but it's been great. I hope everyone has a nice weekend. And yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back next week. I think next week will be the last week we work on this game on stream. And then the following week, I might do some more finishing touches on this off stream, but we'll get back to the main project, which I think will be really nice. So yeah. Been great. Gonna snooze this ad and say goodbye. Until next time. Take it easy. Thanks, Cubus. See you later.